Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. And this is your Young and the Restless recap for September 26th. And today, look like Chelsea awaits an update that she's not going to be too happy about. Adam have an encounter with Sally, which was civil, and Audra is officially hired. So before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel to receive all updates. And please don't forget to like and share. So let's swing over to Newman Enterprises because we got Victoria telling Nick that Victor is on board with the whole Chancellor Winter's plan of espionage. Now, Nick is also going to find out that Victoria and Billy is about to break the news to Johnny that Chelsea is his bio mom. Meanwhile, Chelsea is brimming with excitement as she has a conversation with Billy over at Crimson Lights. Now, Billy admits that they telling Johnny today, so Chelsea is hoping that this is the first step towards something healthy and rewarding for all of them. Now, over at Chancellor Park, we see Johnny kicking his soccer ball around while Victoria and Billy is preparing to come clean with him. Now, after Billy kind of reflects on the past and everything, he makes sure that Victoria knows that she will always be Johnny's mom. So now over at Society, we see Audra and Nate having a conversation, and it's picking up from what they had talked about last night as Nate gave her all the info on all the key players, though he doesn't have too much to say about Devon. Then over at a video meeting over at Chancellor Winters that Jill had with Devon and Lily, they inform her that they've agreed to go public. Now, Jill is delighted at the mention of the IPO advisor she recommended, and Lily and Devon do confirm that they're meeting with Audra later this morning. Now, since Billy has this family issue going on and have to miss some meetings, this is where we see Devon question if his heart is really in this. People do have life outside of work, Devon. Lily defends Billy, saying that this is an important matter, but she admits that Billy may be trying to force passion that isn't there when it comes to his job. So Nate finally brings Audra in. He introduces her to Devon and Lily. Audra explained how they met, which is pure coincidence, and she claimed that Nate has been singing Devon's praises. She's lying already too. Now, once Audra learns Chancellor Winters is officially going public, she goes over all of the steps, trying to impress all of them with her knowledge. Her energy is infectious, according to Lily, so everybody thinks she's a great fit. Now, once Audra leaves, Nate act like he approved if Devon and Lily approve. But Devon will be surprised that he doesn't have a stronger opinion, consider he just met Audra beforehand. Nate starts to worry Devon is trying to start some mess, but Devon is like, no, it's just a compliment, since Nate made a good impression. Later, we see that Audra does send the initial numbers, and this leaves Devon feeling better about his decision to go public. Now, Lily insists that she couldn't be happier now that she's doing this side by side with her brother Devon. Well, it gets worse, so watch that smile turn upside down coming up soon. So we're back over at the coffee house again, and Sally and Adam see each other. There's this whole polite conversation that happened. And you know Chloe can't stand the sight of Adam Newman. Which, with these two being very polite with each other, this freaks Sally out. And I'm like, girl, calm down. Just calm down. But they both admit, both Sally and Adam, that they have moved on. Which, of course, they're both lying to themselves. After Sally gets a text about meeting Nick, boy, Chloe comments on all of their one-on-one meetings lately. And you know nosy Chloe know what's up. So Nick shows up, and once Cuckoo Chloe leaves and Sally and Nick are alone, they confirm that they haven't told anyone about what happened between the two of them with a dirty little secret. Now, Nick asks Sally if they can have dinner to discuss something partly work-related. So she was like, let me just check my schedule and I'll get back to you. And you can tell based on how the two of them are interacting, both of these two still are quite attracted to each other, especially the way he looked at her as she walked away. So back over at Chancellor Park, Billy and Victoria sit Johnny down trying to discuss this whole thing. Now, when Johnny is asked if he ever wondered about his birth mom, he was like, nope. Now, Victoria and Billy thinks Johnny should know the truth since he's getting older. So they admit that the woman who gave them a chance to be a family lives there in town. This gets Johnny upset when he learns that it's actually Chelsea's Connor Newman's mom, which he thought was his cousin, is now his brother. Now, after Johnny remembers seeing Chelsea at the pool, he feels like they've been planning all this behind his back. Boy, you a kid. Of course they've been planning this. Now, Johnny snaps that he, didn't even wonder about who his birth mom was, and they just told him anyway. Now, Victoria and Billy try to explain that they didn't want him to hear this from other folks, so he lashes out about everybody knowing his birth mom lives in town. Now, Johnny then warns that if he doesn't want to talk about this ever again, he won't, and this is where he runs off. So now we're back over at Newman, and Chelsea runs into Nick, and she tells Nick that she's awaiting these updates from Victoria and Billy on their conversation with Johnny. Now, Nick reassures Chelsea about Johnny and being an understanding kid before she gets the text message that everything has been done. Now, when Chelsea leaves, Victoria comes in and reconvenes with Nick and admits that everything went absolutely worse than expected with Johnny. Nick offered her a pep talk before Victoria noticed him smiling at this little text message he receives, and she kind of fishing to find out who is it from. And of course, it's from Sally, confirming that, yep, I'm good. Let's finalize these dinner plans. Now, as for Victoria, she gets a call from Nate about the Chancellor Winters officially going public. Now, Nate wants to know when and where they can meet to discuss the next big step of espionage. Now, back over at Crimson Light, Billy tells Chelsea that Johnny needs time to process all of this news and how it really, really threw him, especially since Johnny is a happy kid who doesn't want his world to change. Billy warns that they're not going to push this. Billy reminds Chelsea of her involvement in Johnny's life wasn't what they originally agreed upon. This has to be what's best for Johnny, but it seems like Chelsea wants more, to what Billy had said. Now, Chelsea starts to cry, and she insists that she just wants Johnny to be okay, and everything else can be about what he can handle. Once Chelsea leaves because the situation didn't go the way she expected, she heads over to the park. When she gets there, Adam appears. Adam sees her and suggests that, let's just plan a family amusement park trip for Connor. And we'll think, we need to go tell him right now. Chelsea is like, I'm having a bad day. And, Adam is like, what the heck is going on with you? She objects to Adam previously acting like she's using Connor to make herself feel better, which is what she was doing. Now, Chelsea declares that she would never use her son that way. Stop lying to yourself, girl. And she just want to love and take care of him. Now, after Chelsea wonders why nobody could understand that, because they can see through you, Chelsea, she walks away and leaves Adam looking confused. So we think it's bad. It's going to get worse because it says pretty much that Johnny's rejection is going to lead to so much more trouble. Plus, how they're going to break the news to Connor. And Adam even still don't know what's going on. So we'll have to continue to watch The Young and the Restless and stay tuned. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Monday, September 26, 2022. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.